Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Once again, welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. The truth is, Afriforum is a weapon formed against South Africa. There ain't no way, child. There is absolutely no way this is happening. But what did we do to deserve such things happening to us? The answer is, what did we not do to deserve such a thing? I have the answer towards the end of this video. I am telling you right now. So please do understand that I am not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who's also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of South Africa. Yo, guys, this Afriforum thing is one thing that is so upsetting. Who knew that Trump winning the elections in America would affect us so badly? And now when we really don't see, I'm sorry to white people that are not part of this, my sincere apologies. But when black people struggle to see white South Africans as true South Africans, it is because of such people. Because why do you get to go to America with South African challenges? Why do you get to go to America spreading fake news, assisting whatever the agenda America has at this moment? Let me rephrase that. Why do you get to work with President Trump and Elon Musk to push whatever agenda they have against South Africa? It makes you un-South African. It makes you un-South African. You use false news to push whatever narrative that is being pushed against South Africa and whatever agenda, because the agenda against South Africa is way bigger than Afriforum. Afriforum is just a mini tool in their hands, a mini but valuable tool to Trump and Elon Musk. Because I cannot say this is America, because some Americans are having a hard time themselves. What a time to be alive. My goodness. Can you imagine that Trump becoming a president in America would affect South Africa so much, would divide South Africa so much through Afriforum? Like, it has called South Africans, this whole thing has caused South Africans to ask President CYRIL RAMAPHOSA, why are you allowing this to happen? Why are you allowing this to happen? But before we read what people are saying, I want you to hear what this guy from Afriforum says. I don't even want to know their names no more. I'm not even trying.
Goeiedag aan al Afriforum se lede, ondersteuners en almal wat hierna kyk. Ons het pas 'n baie konstruktiewe vergadering gehad met senior lede van president Trump se administrasie hier by die Withuis. Afriforum, die solidariteit beweging sowel as solidariteit was deel van hierdie vergadering. Ons het in die eerste plek ons dank uitgespreek teenoor die Trump administrasie dat hulle die krisisse in Suid-Afrika erken en die goed wat skeefloop daar erken, maar ook dat hulle erkenning gee aan Afrikaners en dat hulle ook bereid is om Afrikaners te help. Ons is dankbaar daarvoor en ons het seker gemaak dat hulle dit baie duidelik weet. In die tweede plek het ons gevra dat daar baie sterk druk op ANC-leiers geplaas moet word, eerder as om gewone mense in die land te straf. Ons glo hulle moet kyk na individuele aksies of strafmaatreëls teen ANC-leiers, eerder as om weg te stap van AGOA, en dit moet druk toepas, sodat die ANC-leiers afstand doen van die BELA-wet, wat Afrikaners se kulturele voortbestaan bedreig, maar ook Afrikaanssprekendes se kulturele voortbestaan bedreig, want dit val ons skole aan, dat daar gekyk moet word, dat die onteieningswet geskraap moet word, dat rassewetgewing uitgefaseer moet word, dat haatspraak teenoor Afrikaners, hierdie mense wat sê boere moet geskiet word, dat daar sterk teen hulle opgetree moet word. Daardie boodskap het ons baie duidelik aan hulle uitgestuur, en dan het ons ook gevra spesifiek dat daar druk op die Suid-Afrikaanse regering moet wees om te sorg dat daar 'n kulturele akkoord met Afrikaners aangegaan word sodat ons en ons nageslag blywend vry, veilig en voorspoedig aan die suidpunt van Afrika kan voortbestaan. Ons het ook 'n verslag van advokaat Gerry Nel oorhandig, waarin ons baie duidelik uitwys dat mense wat deur die Zondo-kommissie geïmpliseer is, dat hulle net skotvry daarvan afkom. En die FSA het maatreëls soos MCKENZIE-wetgewing waar hulle kan optree teen korrupte individue. En ons gaan die druk volhou. Baie dankie vir julle ondersteuning. Dit is julle wat dit vir ons moontlik maak om plaaslik in Suid-Afrika, maar ook hier in Washington te veg vir Afrikaners se toekoms. Mooi bly.
This one put up a post on X mentioning the presidency and President Cyril Ramaphosa at the same time, and said, dissolve this government and call for elections. You are failing us. The sovereignty of our country is compromised by racist groups who want the return of apartheid. If you can't deal with Afriforum, please resign. So, yeah, guys, hey, can you imagine? Elon Musk, that was born in South Africa, is colluding with Trump to create chaos in South Africa through Afriforum, because this is what it is. And I'm looking forward to seeing the Democratic Alliance, who is in marriage with Afriforum, calling out the actions of Afriforum. And I highly doubt that this is going to happen. And like this, the Democratic Alliance is losing the black vote, which at this stage, I don't even think they care about it. I don't. And even the e-news report, e-news updates, they posted EWN news updates. I think that's, sorry for that, guys, but let us read what they posted. They said, Afriforum continues misinformation campaign as it meets with Trump administration over land expropriation. Guys, it is what we did not do that brought us here, and I'm still going to share that with you shortly. It's not going to be long now before I share that with you, but we brought ourselves here. We allowed this to happen, and I'm going to tell you how we allowed this to happen shortly. These people packed their bags. There is no stopping them. They are pushing this misinformation against our beautiful country. And you look at it and you wonder, and it answers the question why other African countries have less white people, because none of this stuff is happening where they are. None. And Tumisole also posted, said, why is Afriforum being allowed to do this? President Cyril Ramaphosa, he mentioned him there. We are really treating them with kids' gloves, which is true. This is not supposed to happen at all. But it is flourishing right before our own eyes. So, guys, as I was still saying, it begins to answer the question why other African countries don't have many white people. Yo, guys, Ramaphosa is allowing Afriforum to get away with this nonsense. So in other African countries, such a thing is not being allowed. There is no room for it. As a result, they don't have the chaos that we are facing now. And going back to the question that I asked, why are we here today? Why is this happening to us? When we voted 1994, I don't know about the prior agreements before black people started voting, before we had one man, one vote, regardless of color of race in 1994. I don't know what the agreement was, but what I'm saying is the adults of that time, the people who were in power at that time, did not do right. Because we wouldn't be here. Why am I saying so? Why am I saying they did not do right? When apartheid ended, everybody was ready for change. If land issues were dealt with immediately, everybody was ready. Everybody was conditioned that this is what is going to happen. And those who were here, people like your Afriforum, people that belong into that group of Afriforum, I don't want to even mention them, they knew that it was time for change, and they were ready to compromise. And if you told them at that time, this land we are taking, we're leaving you with this. This land we are taking and we are leaving you with this. Use it productively. And if you don't, at a later stage, we're going to come and check if you're using it productively, and we'll take it without compensating you. Do you get? And that time, everybody was ready for such change. Others even left South Africa because they feared what was coming. And we spent more than 30 years without this matter being sorted. And the only president that is trying to do this, President CYRIL Ramaphosa, to correct the mistakes of the past, to correct the sins of the past, is not being supported by us black South Africans for various reasons that I don't know, because I don't know much in politics. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Even Jose himself said this is the first president who's actually having his hands dirty into what was supposed to happen many, many years ago. And to prove it, that President CYRIL Ramaphosa has hit the nerve is the reaction of Afriforum. All along, they were okay with false liberation, with false freedom, with false everything. Or maybe the freedom that was limited. Let me not say false, because we have the freedom of expression. We can do whatever we want. We can go wherever we want. So that came at a price. Let me not trivialize it. My apologies on that one. But there are certain things that mattered the most, that those who benefited from apartheid were still sitting on. And now that that area is being touched, they are weeping everywhere, they are throwing tantrums. So what I'm saying is, we are here today. This is happening to us because we did not deal with this right from the beginning. The adults of that time, when black people first voted, they did not do what they were supposed to do. They played unity with bleeding wounds that were covered in bandages. Those wounds were not dealt with. Now, that thing is coming back to bite us. Guys, if you watched up to here, thank you for watching my videos. This is South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here.